Hi everyone, my name is Morgan Ashford and I am the Sales and Marketing Manager for Imagine Education Australia, based here in Queensland, Australia. One of the many things that I do love about Australia is the amount of different cultures that we do have in Australia. So we've got sort of people from all over the world. Australia is a very migrant-friendly country, so we have students migrating over, we have skilled workers migrating over. So you see when you come and study here, the weather in Australia is amazing pretty much all year round, especially here in Queensland.
What place would you recommend to students study?
I would definitely recommend visiting sort of the Sydney Harbour Bridge, the Sydney Opera House. They're the sort of two iconic things that I think all internationals know about Australia. But apart from that, there's so many different sort of tourist locations that are great to go and see. For example, just near the Gold Coast is Byron Bay. That's an amazing place to visit as a tourist. There's beautiful lookouts out into the ocean. You can go whale watching out there. You can go see dolphins out there.
What's your first impression of Filipino students in your school?
I've had a lot of sort of experience with Filipino students working at Imagine Education for the past 5 years, and I can honestly say Filipino students are definitely the easiest students to deal with. They listen very well. They're very studious, so they attend their course, they attend their class. They very rarely struggle with sort of progression. All in all, I'd say definitely they're our favourite students to have.
What makes your school stand out?
Imagine Education stands out from a lot of the other colleges in Australia. One, we've been around for 15 years now, so we've got sort of a huge experience in the industry. We've got awesome facilities for all of our courses where students get to learn in sort of state-of-the-art facilities, brand new equipment, up-to-date technology, as well as very good trainers who have lots of industry experience. As well as that, having campuses in more than one city allows students to switch between campuses if they ever need to, and really just a really diverse bunch of students, where we've got students from sort of over 50 different countries with completely different backgrounds all studying together. It creates a very cool environment for the students to learn in.
Give 3 tips you would give to a new student in your school.
Number 1 would be to actually research where you're going before you do go. So have a look online, have a read on the forum, sort of get familiar with the city you're going to. Preparing before coming is one of the most important things that students should be doing. Making sure you're getting involved with the activities that the school has in offer, making sure you're getting involved with other students. You don't want to come to Australia and sort of not meet anyone new for the first month. You want to be interacting with students, getting to know different friend groups, because they'll as well be able to give you different tips because they've been here a bit longer.
What are the 3 popular programs international students take in your school?
Our most popular courses would definitely be our courses that do pathway to future visas, so graduate visas, possible sponsorship visas down the line. And so when you look at the courses we do have to offer, those programs would be probably childcare. So the childcare package is very popular. Australia has a huge demand for childcare workers, as well as our commercial cookery programs and our automotive programs. So those 3 programs, as I said, they do have pathways where you can obtain a postgraduate work visa, and then you possibly can go on to being sponsored or getting another visa after that allows you to stay and possibly migrate to Australia in the future.
Can students work part-time while studying in your school?
Yep, so in terms of study, students can work up to 20 hours a week whilst they are doing their course. And then you also have holidays designated throughout the course. And so whilst the student is on their holiday or break from the course, they can work full-time during those weeks. You also then get up to sort of 6 to 8 weeks break between courses. And again, between those courses, students can work full time. So they often take advantage of that, and they'll sort of save up quite a lot of money between their courses, and that will help them pay for their living expenses, pay for their tuition fees whilst they are doing the program.
How much can a working student earn?
The average wage in Australia for a student or a casual worker, as they're called, would be anywhere between $20 to $30 per hour. So depending what job, what industry you're in, who your employer is. But so that sort of allows students to earn anywhere between $400 to $600 per week whilst studying. And then whilst on sort of holidays, they can earn up to $800 to $1,200 per week.
How can students get a full-time job after completing their program?
Well, students can go onto a 485 visa once they do finish their course, which is a postgraduate work visa and allows students to work full-time for 18 months to 2 years after their studies finish in Australia.
Does your school provide any financial aid for international students?
We have sort of promotions. We give huge discounts to international students, especially in the current situation. The course prices for any student that enrolls will be the cheapest that they will ever be able to get. As soon as those borders do open, Australia is sort of the #1 study destination in the world, so it's going to get busy again, and prices will go back up, which is why I recommend definitely enrolling now if you are planning on studying in the next 2-3 years.
How can a student earn their postgraduate work permit?
To get a 485 visa, which is the postgraduate work visa, there's certain requirements that the government puts out that students need to meet. So some of those things is it's got to be minimum 92 weeks of study. So it's got to be a course that's a minimum length of 92 weeks.
What fun activities can international students explore?
We organise students to go to theme parks. So in the Gold Coast, there's 2 or 3 very famous theme parks that are about 20 minutes drive away. So we organise excursions to those parks. Apart from that, as I said, I would definitely recommend sort of checking out the beaches along the coastline, going down to Byron Bay. There's indoor skydiving just a couple of minutes away from our campuses. There's go-karting, there's paintballing, there's an unlimited amount of activities that students can join in.
What is your message to those who are interested to study in your school?
The most important message is not to be too worried about the borders being closed, because eventually the borders have to open. They can't keep the borders closed forever. Don't be so worried about the uncertainty. If you are planning on studying overseas, those borders will open, and when they do open, it will give you an opportunity, as I said, to come and study in Australia. Australia's got COVID so controlled at the moment. There's sort of no danger around COVID here. So you can sort of be rest assured that it's safe, everything's under control, and once the borders do open and we have a plan, it'll be very welcoming to international students. Hi guys, I'm Morgan, and we're super excited to see you guys come and study with us. Do not leave your dreams to chance.